Hi everyone, I'm Hayden, and today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Vintage Beast Wars Optimus Primal. This figure is a reissue of the original 1996 Optimus Primal toy. I actually have the Rat Trap reissue, and it kinda sucks. Can't even stand up on its own. So I was a bit apprehensive about buying Optimus, but he is a lot more solid. Since he's packaged in his ape mode, we'll be looking at that first. I'd say this is a pretty convincing gorilla mode. Most of the robot parts are pretty hidden away, but the feet are visible from the back. But there's always just not looking at it from that angle. Speaking of angles, the head is stuck at a weird one. It either looks like it's constantly looking up or constantly looking down, which is a shame because the sculpt looks great. It's a very 90s looking gorilla. My favorite feature of the ape mode is the arm gimmick. If you move the switch on his back up and down, you'll beat his chest. Doesn't really work a lot of the time. It also hinders the arm articulation, but I think it's a cool feature. The transformation is really simple, you pretty much just stretch him out, and this robot mode is great. He's big and chunky, which is something I feel is missing from a lot of new Transformers figures. The head sculpt looks really nice, although I'm more used to seeing the animation model with the mouth instead of the mask like Optimus Prime's. Another feature of the head is if you turn it around, you get this weird, creepy horde face, which is apparently supposed to be like a mutant mode or something. I don't really know a whole lot about it, because it wasn't featured in the show, but it looks creepy, so I think I'll keep the normal head. Something else I really like about the robot mode is all the play features and accessories. First, Optimus Primal comes with this skull flail thing. He can hold it, and if you use the lever on his back, he can kind of swing it around, but not really. But if you don't want to do that, you can always store it in his arm. Next, on his other arm, he has this flip-out cannon. You push back this switch, and his arm flings open to reveal 2 missiles. And it can shoot these included missiles, and you can obviously shoot them by pressing the buttons. And there's dedicated storage for the missiles behind his head. Next up, he comes with 2 identical blades cast in blue plastic for some reason. You can obviously dual wield them, but if you don't want to do that, you can stick them both in one hand. If you don't want him to hold them at all, they can be stored in his back. But before I show you that, I need to talk about his final play feature. These flip out shoulder cannons. You press this gray button on his back and they fling out. Once they're out, there's actually a space where you can store the blades. These cannons can also shoot missiles. And unlike the arm cannon, the missiles can be stored in the back. So he has fully integrated weapon storage for all of his weapons. And on top of all this fun, his articulation is pretty decent as well. The arms are a bit messy due to the mechanism inside, but he has a waist swivel, some big ball jointed legs. His feet are a bit of a problem though, because they can't tilt at all, so he kind of has to stand straight up and down or else he'll fall over really easily. But despite that, this figure is still great. You can really tell why Beast Wars was such a hit. The increased articulation and well-implemented play features really make this figure stand out compared to G1 and especially G2. This doesn't really feel like a figure from over 25 years ago, and that's why they re-released it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment what you think I should review in the future.